Ngiyaphela manje. Isikhathi sami siyaphela manje. Ngifuna ukubonga. Ngifuna ukubonga. Ngepresident Mpumalanga.
Wabulabula.
Ngikhumbula lo baba.
To carry up, to carry you down. I shall fight with everything I have to liberate the economic of life. Change is needed, even though it's painful. If the medalist regime goes to you, what the abundant government did to you, then you must do what you did to the abundant government, to the current medalist regime. I thank you. That's all my very popular movement.
Activist community, sorry, come inside.
I am EFF.
Just went in here. There is a moment njengebhola. Mntwana, uzokhuluma nabo. I know what is happening on the ground. I'm a ground force. I know what is happening on the ground. I'm a ground force. And I don't have any problem because I'm working for EFF. Seventh like EFF, economic freedom. Economic freedom. Ngaphela inhliziyo be patient. Siyaya kancane. Mntwana, awushaye le boy. Ashaye ngayo. Ngawani wena ashaye. Bazongusha.
Amanda! Amanda! Ngithatha ukubingelela nonkhelo lemela ngaphambi kwenu muqolile sibongo wakazimisa ngihlabani ngiyahlaba ngangithathele phasi. Awuthi ngithathe nginibeke ke mina ke lalelani nina nivale umlomo nje nivule emadebe ndawuva umoya. Uqoda poet kunento legijima engqondweni yami lento yibona ngula ami emehlo yase ingqondo mayicabanga umlomo wakhipha umbuto lothi kanti kwendekani yeAfrika kwendekani yeAfrika sayaphi sivele simnyama bayaphi bantu bema-Afrika kanti ayaphi emasiko hayi bosolo ngiyabuda konke lokhu kwayaphi ngingumfana we-Afrika ngimnyama ngelibala ngingumswati mbamba inhliziyo yami babuhlungu ngema-Afrika ngilihambile leli bhenga weletithaba nemawa solo mfunana nebantu be-Afrika Afrika kanti nukuphi na nababe banama utamile kusifuna solo asifuneki kanti kwendekani nge-Afrika.
Commander-in-Chief, viva! Viva Juluis Malema, viva! Tata Juju Tata! Tata Juju Tata! Woza 2019, Woza! Woza 2019, Woza! Thank you very much. Sanibonani! Sanibonani! Ninjani! Viva Ermelo, viva! Alright, siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi nize in such large numbers for the commemoration of Sharpeville Day. For us, this day is Sharpeville Day. It's not Human Rights Day, because there is no human rights in this country without our land. Phambili nge-Sharpeville Day, phambili! Phambili nge-Sharpeville Day, phambili! Right, we're going to open our program. Siyaxolisa ukuthi sifike emva kwesikhathi kancane ke kwaba nenkinga, siyazi ukuthi people have been sitting here, so iprogram yethu sizoyirasha kancane so that sifike la sizo-addresswa khona umongameli wethu masinyane. Angithi that's the main event, angithi? Right. Okay, so without wasting time, we're going to open the meeting officially. We want to thank the leadership and the SG who have been holding the fort here. And we, as always, will open our meeting, our rally, with the national anthem. And then we had Abafundisi who are going to give us religious prayers, but we will choose only one, one of them. So it's two prayers. Remember, our national anthem is also a prayer. So umfundiso one is on a prayer. So we already have two prayers. Ngala see be on attention for national anthem yet. Komsa Museni.
Mandla mayibuye yizwe lethu iAfrika. We're all going to stand schooling Nkosi Sikelel. Nkosi Sikelel Afrika maluphakanyi supondolwayo izwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi Sikelela thi lusapho lwayo Nkosi Sikeleli Afrika maluphakanyi supondolwayo izwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi Sikelela thi thina lusapho lwayo sithi woza moya sithi woza moya awoza moya oyi oyi mwele Nkosi Sikelela thi buluka setšhaba sa heso o fedise dintho le matshwenye o se boloke o se boloke morena setšhaba sa heso setšhaba sa Afrika o se boloke o se boloke setšhaba au setšhaba sa heso setšhaba sa Afrika Magube, au magube, au njalo, gute gube gun, pagate, gute guna, au magube, au magube. Njalo gute gube gun pagate gute gube gun pagate mata.
Thank you very much, Commissar. Viva Commissar Mbuyiseni, viva! All right, I'm going to call the Pastor Mkachwa from Spiritual Restoration to give us a short prayer. And then after that, I'm going to call Mawana Yusuf Abdullah of the Muslim faith. So we'll take one from each faith. Pastor.
Mayibuye. Let us pray. Baba siyabonga ukuthi ube nathi kwaze kwaba la. Uthe ezwini lakho masibakhulekela abaholi ukuze basifole kahle. Baba, we are praying this morning sikhulekela abaholi balenhlangano abalwela amalungelo abantu ukuthi ubapha amandla okuhola kahle njengoba baqala kahle baqhubeke ngaleyo ndlela. Sikhulekela bonke abazokwenza bakwenze ngendlela nokwesaba wena. Nalo mcimbi wanamuhla we pray egameni lika Jesu ukuthi mabezokhuluma konke abazokwenza ube nabo bafike. Sidinga iprotection yabo ubafike emangeni egameni lika Jesu Kristu waseNazaretha. Siyabadinga empilweni yethu. South Africa iyabadinga ngalesikhathi. South Africa iyabadinga abaholi abazomela iqiniso bangadayisi ngeqiniso. Siyabakhulekela ukuthi indlela abayiqale ngayo mabaqhubeke ngayo. Sinabo sikhuleka ukuthi mnene manga wonke bavikele. Siyazi ukuthi izitha zikhona eyifisa ukubagwinya, eyifisa ukubashabalalisa. Siyakhuleka ukuthi bavikele egameni lika Jesu Kristu. Ikakhulukazi Commander in Chief siyayithandazela namuhla ngalesikhathi ukuthi ifike uyiphi isibindi ikhulume lokhu okubekile kuye ibe nesibindi kwedlula kuqala. Siyathandaza egameni lika Jesu manje naphakade. Amen.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولله ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء قدير. إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, oh God, please bestow justice and peace and equality among each and every creature of your Allah. Oh Allah, we asking you Allah, oh God, please, we asking you Allah, bestow peace, justice, equality and freedom, such freedom of humanity, dignity. Ya Allah, bestow dignity to each and every one of creatures, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we asking your forgiveness, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, give us power, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, give us power, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, give us power, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, bestow peace each and every corners of the world, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, bestow peace and each and every corners of Allah. Ya Allah, we asking your peace, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we asking justice. Ya Allah, equality, human rights. Bestow peace upon each and every mankind, Ya Allah. Thank you very much. وهذا وقل هذا واستغفر الله إنه هو الغفور الرحيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Amanda. All right. Laba abanye bazosixolela bopastor ngendaba yesikhathi. We had to Pastor Mukhanedi and no Pastor Mtweni from Balprazim Church, Pastor Mtweni from Watchman Disciples. Asibapheni izandla. Kodwa ngendaba yesikhathi angeke sibasababiza bona. Right, then we move on to welcome by our provincial chairperson of the EFF Mpumalanga province, Commissar Colin Sedibe. Viva Colin, viva! Viva chairperson, viva!
Amanja! Amanja! Long live EFF Kharsibande, long live! Long live EFF Kharsibande, long live! Long live EFF Msuarikwa, long live! Aikure EFF Kharsibande, Aikure! Long live our Commander-in-Chief Juluis Malema, long live! Long live our Commander-in-Chief Juluis Malema, long live! Forward to the expropriation of land without compensation, forward! Forward to free quality public health care, forward! Forward to free quality health education, forward! Forward to nationalizations of mines, forward! Amanda! Amanda! Thank you very much, National Chairperson. Let me take this opportunity and welcome all of you, Commander-in-Chief, the Deputy President of the EFF, Commissar Floyd Chibambo, Secretary General, Commissar Kodrish Kati, our DSG, Commissar Tendwem Kalipi, the Treasurer General, Commissar N. Mateis, and our National Chairperson, Advocate of the People, Commissar Talimpofu. All War Council, employees in the province, our Acting Provincial Secretary, Commissar Tombizov Guyomente, all CCT employees in the province, Commissar Susan Tombewayo, who is also the convener of this host region, Kharsibande, Advocate Mlauz and Commissar Telisile Ngenya in absentia, and the regional coordinator of Kharsibande, Tamis of all PCT members present, RCT members, and all members of the CCT, ground forces of the EFF present here today, who made this event a success, our pastors, members of the media present here, and the community of Ermelo and surrounding, I greet you all in the name of economic freedom in our lifetime. It is indeed a great honor to host this commemoration together with you, Commander-in-Chief, and the entire CCT, to celebrate this historic day in our country, where 69 women protesting against the enforcement of past laws and the reissue of laws that restricted the movement of black Africans in white areas in our own country were brutally murdered by the heartless and evil apartheid regime in Sharpeville and Langa on the 21st of March 1960. Commander-in-Chief, you are also blessed to celebrate this day with you in this region that produced most profound and fearless political and land rights activists like Richard Hert Sibande, who played a pivotal role in the potato boycott of 1959. It is for this and other good reasons that this region is named after this great son of the soil and a true revolutionary. Hert Sibande was one of the co-accused to stand trial in the treason trial of 1956 to 1961 alongside Nelson Mandela and 154 others. This region also produced Busumuzi Solum Kize from Driefontein in Kondo, formerly known as P3T, 100 kilometers from here. Solum Kize was also a fearless and determined land rights activist who fought against relocation or removal of legitimate landowners. He, together with others, formed the board of the village to oppose removals. Solum Kize wrote a number of letters to Dr. Pete Korenhoff, an apartheid representative, when it was not fashionable to do so. This showed that the courage and the love for his people, because he was prepared to lay his life for them and their land. Solum Kize was an accountant by profession, working in Johannesburg and visiting home over the weekend to oppose the forceful removals. He was shot dead on the 2nd of April 1983 by the police while organizing a peaceful march in full view of the public of the community of Driefontein. The region was also a home away from home from the great Robert Mangoliso Sobukwe. He too, like Hert and Soul, was a well-known great South African politician, then land rights activist and a Robben Island prisoner, and the founder of the Pan-Africanist Congress. He was a teacher here in Gersibale in Jandrel Secondary School in Standerton, now known as Lipa, also 100 kilometers from here. The region was also, this region did not only produce these great leaders, but also produce brutal and racist white farmers who until today continue to kill and exploit black farm workers and dwellers like their forefathers did. They still shoot at our people, take their cattle, destroy their ancestral graves and family graves, vandalize their farming equipment, and dismiss them in the farms as and when they want, even when they were born and brought in the farm. Some have almost 60 years staying in those farms, but they are being removed. A case in point, Commander-in-Chief, is that of Mr. Hatebe from Kondo, formerly known as P3T, who was shot by a white farmer in the head and his cattle and goats poisoned to death. His family house destroyed, but until today, Mr. Hatebe lives with a bullet in his head, and together with his family of 40, they are staying in a municipal hall for more than 5 years now. And both the police and the ANC government are mum on this issue. Another white farmer by the name of John Watkins shot 3 of his employees while on protected strike. As a result, one of them, Mr. Ntokozo Nkosi, lost his right leg and his job. This white race unfairly dismissed 235 employees, and they have no means to fend their families, and no arrest has been made. There are many more racist attacks, Commander-in-Chief, against farm workers here in Gersibande, in most of the farms. I can list them until the evening, but be rest assured that we are attending to them one by one and will emerge victorious. It is our project. But let me warn all these racist white farmers here that we are coming for them. We have had enough, and now is the time to fight fire with fire, because the law enforcement agencies are failing our people. We invite all of you in the farms and different workplaces who are facing similar ill treatment and racist attacks by these racist ones to approach the EFF in the province. We'll sort them out for you. As I conclude, let me reiterate our stance as the EFF against corruption in the provincial government and municipalities in this province, and warn all the corrupt ANC politicians and so-called incompetent and rotten to the core HODs, municipal managers, CEOs of the state-owned enterprises, CFOs, and supply chain managers, and all other senior officials involved, that we are also coming for them. And we will make sure that they get exposed and be arrested for stealing from the poor, thereby robbing them their right to basic services. We have already laid fraud and corruption charges against a number of them, and some has already been charged and attending court, while some have ran away through voluntary or forced resignation, and some suspended and some dismissed. Their day is coming. I thank you, Program Tayeka. We are warmly welcome to Mpumalanga, the region. It is a great pleasure once more to enjoy this day with you. Allow me to introduce Mr. Togozo Nkosi, the man who was shot by the farmer, and he has his leg to be amputated. Togozo. And then, these are not human rights. Togozo, can you stand up? You can see you. This is the man shot who was in a protected strike, and it does not have a leg, it does not have a jaw. Brutality, Abandabamso. Pulsing, I'm a racist, pulsing! Pulsing, I'm a racist, pulsing! Pulsing, I'm a farmer, racist, pulsing! Thank you very much.
Viva the chair, viva! Viva Fighter Ndogozo, viva! All right, now I'm going to call our president of the student command to say a few words because those are izidlamlilo zethu, our own young lions. Sizofunda ngenkani. Phambili, President of Student Command, phambili. Sizofunda.
Mandla! Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF Students Command, viva! One province, 1 million votes, one province, 1 million votes. Thank you very much, comrades, fighters. Let me take this opportunity, comrades, to thank the Master of Ceremony, the Advocate and the National Chairperson of the EFF, the Commander-in-Chief, the members of War Council, the Central Command team, my team as the Central Student Command, from the national level, the PCT of Mpumalanga and the PSCT. Comrades, we are here gathered to honor one of the most important days in our calendar, the Human Rights Day. Our message is very simple, and particularly to young people, that we have the only right, one right, which is to go and vote. We must utilize our rights to vote effectively. We must all go out in our numbers and go cast our vote to put government of the EFF in power. It will be useless of us to come and fill this stadium if we are not going to vote. We are well aware also around the surrounding high school, the Lindile High School. Comrades, we are aware about the situations that we are going through. We want the condition of Lindile to be the same as the Netherlands High School. to be the same as Ermelo High School. We want textbooks, we want thorough libraries, comrade. Lastly, we are well aware that in this province there is a nursing college that has almost 50 students who are poisoned. The student command will be visiting the college very soon during the week to try to understand and seek a way forward to assist our people. Amanda! Away, toe! Amanda! Those who haven't registered, make sure you go to the nearest IEC and register. Salute.
Manza! All right, at this stage, normally we would be introducing our leadership, but we want to cut time. We have leaders here from the national, the provincial level, and the regional level. I'll just ask them to stand up and wave. Dumela leadership, Dumela! Dumela leadership, Dumela! Thank you very much. And then what I'm going to do now is to call our Deputy President, who's going to introduce our President to address us, which is what we have been waiting for. Deputy President Floyd Niko Shibabu, viva Deputy President, viva! Pambili, Deputy President Pambili! Mai Muye! Yeah, Africa! Long live the dying spirit of Robert Sobukwe, long live! Long live the dying spirit of Nyakane Tolo, long live! Viva the EFF, viva! Viva the economic freedom fighters, viva! Viva the Commander-in-Chief, viva! Viva Juluis Malema, viva! Forward to expropriation of land without compensation, forward! Amanda! Away, two! Thank you very much, National Chairperson, the leadership of the EFF, ground forces, structures from all the sub-regions here in Hertzbande. My task is very simple. I'm here to introduce the Commander-in-Chief and President of the Economic Emancipation Movement, a revolutionary, the leader of the Pan-Africanist Revolutionary Economic Emancipation Movement, the Commander-in-Chief of the EFF and President Juluis Malema. Comrade President. Amanda! Amanda! Viva EFF, viva! Aikule EFF, aikule! Tata EFF, tata! Tata EFF, tata! Panzi mokombolose, panzi! Panzi motie, panzi! Forward to the government of the EFF, forward! Forward to 2019, forward! Siyabonga, molweni, linjani, siyabonga, abogogo, molweni abogogo, siyabonga, please, fighters, let us respect our elders. They honored us today. If you want to know the history of what happened today, you must go and ask those people under the tent there. They are the ones who suffered the most. Those are our living ancestors. Those are our heroes. Those people defeated the most brutal regime. That's why today they are still here with us. We called them here today to come and salute them, to say to them, we thank you for fighting for our freedom. We know you are now tired. We are picking up the spear and continuing the fight until our people realize economic freedom in their lifetime.
Let me salute our Deputy President, forever militant and radical Floyd Shivambu, the fearless one, who's gifted both theoretically and physically. So we salute you, Deputy President. We salute our officials. We salute all members of the CCT who are here. They should have introduced themselves before we arrive. Now they want to introduce themselves now, and there is no time. We are sorry. We saw leaders of other provinces here as well. You are more than welcome. Fighters, today we are here in Ermelo to remind ourselves of where we come from. Because they've forgotten about the history of South Africa. Because today our people sit in government. Sicabanga ukuthi siphethe and siyakhohlwa ukuthi siphuma kuphi. Because we must always pause and remember where we come from. Because if you don't know your history, you are likely to be lost. And therefore, we don't want to lead a lost generation. We don't want to lead the babes Wodumo generation. We don't want to lead Uvosho generation. We want to lead a politically conscious generation. We want to lead a militant generation. We want to lead a radical generation. We want to lead a fearless generation. We want to lead Islamly law, the people who speak truth to power, and they are not scared of anyone. People have died in their numbers. They said they don't want to carry the dome passes. 20,000 of them protested peacefully. 69 of them were killed by the brutal regime. But why did people refuse to carry the dome passes? They refused to do so because they said, why should I carry an identity on my land? Because this is my land. I don't have to prove to anyone that I belong to this land. This is the land of my grandfathers. This is the land of my ancestors. This is the land of my children and the great-grandchildren who are going to come after I'm gone. I don't have to prove to a white man that I belong here. So today, they took their dome passes and went to burn them. They were not scared. They were led by the PAC. They said, no more. From now onwards, we're going to walk the land without any proof, because our proof is the umbilical cord which is buried on the land. That is what gives me connection to this land. Our connection to the land. It is because Africa was born in us. We were not born in Africa. We are walking Africa. Our souls are Africa. Therefore, we don't have to prove to a white man that we belong to Africa. They were ready to die. They knew that the regime is brutal. They knew that the regime is informed by anti-black racism. They never wanted to see black people coming together like this. Anyone who says to people, let's meet in prayer, let's meet in sports, black people were not allowed. They were always killed for meeting as black people, even when they did so peacefully. When they went and said, today in Sharpeville and everywhere else, we are going to hand over our dog passes, we are going to ban them, is because they knew the regime will react. But the whole world will know that we are living under brutality of the white minority. After the killing of our people in Sharpeville, politics were never the same in South Africa. That was a turning point in the struggle against apartheid in South Africa. When our people got killed, apartheid regime never knew peace since that day. Year in, year after, people were fighting against the armed regime because they said, in the name of those who died in Sharpeville, we will fight until we get our freedom. They said to the regime, freedom or death, we shall overcome. They were prepared to die for their land. So we are here, the children of Sobukwe, the children of Albert Luthuli, the children of Gersibande, the children of Nelson Mandela, the children of Chris Hani, the children of Epimda, the children of Winnie Mandela. We are here today saying that which our people were killed for, that which our parents were struggling for, has not been achieved. And therefore, we will continue with that struggle. When we say so, they say we are racist. They say we want to kill white people. Why will we kill white people? Because Robert Sobukwe never wanted to kill white people. And we learn our politics from Robert Sobukwe. Steve Biko never wanted to kill white people. Albert Luthuli received a Nobel Peace Prize because he never wanted to kill white people. We are children of those people. We are not children of Malang. We are not children of Fairfoot. We are not children of Water. We are not children of the Klerk. We are not children of the Cock. All of them, they are murderers. And their children are murderers too, because they learn from their parents. Our parents are peaceful. Children of Mandela. You don't become a Mandela child by virtue of being a neighbor of Mandela in Gauteng. We don't claim it. We are children of Mandela. So everything we do, we want to be like our fathers. We want to be like our mothers. Our mothers are not murderers. Our fathers are not murderers. They are peaceful people. The white settlers found them here. They killed them. They forcefully removed them. They unleashed dogs on them. They demolished their houses. They destroyed families. Yet our people kept on saying, let's talk. Today, we say to Honorable Mulder, today we say to AfriForum, today we say to the Clerk Foundation, let's talk. Like our parents kept on saying to you, let's talk. We said to them, let's talk about how are we going to expropriate land without compensation. Then when we say so, they say we want to kill them. Asilwi. Askulube. Mara, because they know violence. They think there is no talking. There is only violence. We don't know violence. We know negotiations. And we are very robust in our engagement. Sometimes you'll think we are fighting. We are not fighting. We are emphatic. We are robust. Now, a racist country like Australia says the white farmers are being killed in South Africa, when we are not killing them, we are saying, Uzalamlu, Askulu, Sfunumkla, Zonikeza peace, and then we take a bigger portion because we are from here. Why now you are not from here? Uzotola peace in your hand, but umalema ufuna usibulala, umalema afuna abalungu. Ngiyabafuna abalungu, mar abaletho umhlaba. Ngifuna umhlaba wami, ngizobanikeza ipeace abalungu. Now Australia says, Malema, EFF wants to kill white farmers, they must come to Australia. Fair enough. If they want to go, they must go. And if I am a balloon, tractors, they must leave the keys of the tractors because we want to work the land. They must leave the keys of the houses because we want to stay in those houses. They must leave everything they did not come with here in South Africa and go to Australia. Hey, Mulungu to Australia, and we are too busy. Live quietly. Don't make noise because you will irritate us. Go to Australia. It is only racists who went to Australia when Mandela got out of prison. It is only racists who went to Australia when 1994 came. It is the racists again who are going back to Australia. They will be poor in Australia. They are rich here because they are exploiting black people. There is no black person to be exploited in Australia. They are going to be poor. They will come back here with their tail in between their legs. We will hire them because we will be the owners of their farms when they come back to South Africa. And as to what are we going to do with the land is our business. It's none of your business. We want Africa back. Africa belongs to Africans. Anyone else who wants to come and join us, you are prepared. We are prepared to welcome you. You shall stay in Africa through the conditions of Africans. But my Amba, hey, if you take land without paying, hey, the investors will go. Let me tell you who they are talking about when they talk about investors. They are talking about Anglo-American. Anglo-American, they will leave South Africa to where? Anglo-American has got investments in China. Yet China owns the land. Why would you leave people who are saying they want to own their land to another country where the land is owned by the people of that area? It is not racism that blacks must not own land. If blacks own land, they will have dignity. And when they've got dignity, we will not shoot them. Because you can't shoot a person with dignity. When they own the land, they will no longer be domestic workers. Because you can't be a domestic worker when you've got the land. When they've got the land, they will no longer be garden boys. Because they've got the land. They want to keep you as a garden boy, as a girl in their houses. They want you to be like your parents. We are saying no. I'm not going to be a domestic worker. It ended with my mother. I'm going to be the owner of the means of production in South Africa. collectively with my people. Asilwi, we are asking for what rightfully belongs to us. What is human rights without a land? What is human rights in a shack? Uhlala emkhukhwini, awunamanzi, awunigesi, awusebenzi, mara uhamba ugqoke iskipa saRamaphosa uthi phonyo phonyo human rights emkhukhwini na. There is no human rights in a shack. There is no human rights without justice. There is no human rights without dignity. Our land is our dignity. Today, Martin Nizofa, Epaloni Zolbulan. Yafa Epaloni because you are not human beings, you are subhuman. Everything rotten, everything expired, everything unhealthy, it must be dumped in the black communities. Marmaune mhlaba awuhambi uyidle ipaloni, udle spinach, udle necabbage, izinto ze-healthy ze-fresh, because uphethe umhlaba. Listerosis izinto zebelungu lezi. Thina sifuna umroho, sifuna udla spinach, sizodla spinach kuphi? Asinomhlaba, siyagula icancer yonke into because we don't eat healthy. There is no land. Ask those old people. They used to farm behind their houses. That's why they lived long. We are dying young because rainbow chicken, which Americans don't want, is dumped here in Africa here. But with the bits of land, we can grow our own chickens, hard body, in our own backyard. So the land is everything. That's why we say to you, you will never have storage. There is no clean water. There is no reliable electricity la Ermelo la. Le pete ama Apollo. Maramasia le Ermelo. La kala kona abayilungu. Kuyakhanya ama street lights. You will never find Apollo la kala kona Ermelo. You will never find white people without water. You will never find white people without a reliable sewer system. You will never find white people with schools that have pit toilets. Our children are dying in schools, falling into pit toilets. The toilet is good. Never in a white communities. Why? Because they are human. That's why today they are celebrating human rights. You are subhuman, and therefore you have nothing to celebrate until you have fully recovered your humanity, because your humanity has been taken away by an evil system of capitalism that produces racism. Blacks are not human. Blacks are subhuman. That's why they can die in life as Dimeni. Makura will be premier. Ketani, who presided over their killing, will walk to Ramaphosa, who presided over the killing of the Marikana people. Why? Because black people are subhuman. who are not human beings. We don't have the same rights as white minorities. When I say so, they say he's a racist. He's always talking racism. Some of the EFF people say, we respect you, but leave the racism thing. The problem in South Africa, in the whole of Africa, in the whole of the world is racism. Because capitalism favors minorities, particularly in South Africa and the African continent. If we resolve that, we are halfway through. Fellow fighters, the president of the student command said you must register to vote. Many of you here are not registered to vote. Yet ufuna umhlaba. Let us take government so that we can take the land. We want Mpumalanga. This province belongs to us. The mines in this province belong to us. The trees in this province belong to us. We want to remove the stooges of D.D. Mabuza and bring the government of the people here in Mpumalanga, here in Kharsiban. So Palisa, so that we can register. We can vote. If you are an EFF member and you are not registered to vote, you are a sellout. If you are not a sellout, go out there, register. 2019, we want a government of the EFF in Mpumalanga, in the whole of South Africa. Comrades, let us respect the freedom of the media. Let us defend it. Let the journalists take our pictures, Deputy President, and we must pose for them. Because we are photogenic. We must never be scared of pictures of the media. We must never be scared of what the media reports, because we know what we stand for. We stand for the truth. We've got nothing to hide. We live a true life. No journalist should feel threatened in the EFF. Whether it's ENCA, the reactionary NCA or not, let us not threaten them. But let's tell journalists, where you tweet nonsense, where you speak nonsense, we shall confront you and tell you it's nonsense. Because media freedom should not suppress a contestation of ideas. Journalists must not be sensitive. Journalists must be open to criticism the same way they criticize us and we receive. They must receive when they are criticized. Fighters, these people here, journalists all over the world, they don't threaten anyone. Even if they write bad about you, you know the truth. Some of us, nonsense was written about us. They even took decisions in the editorial rooms that Malema must be covered negatively. He must be projected as a monster and a killer machine. But we know the truth. The masses know the truth. You will never mislead the masses. Even with the white-owned media, let them write what they want to write. Let us defend them to write what they want to write. Because history will absolve us. History will tell whether we're wrong or right. History will tell whether the EFF was disruptive or not. Everything we said in this country became true. If we are doubting EFF, when we went to Parliament, sithe uZuma makakhokele imali, pay back the man. Zuma paid back the man. We said Zuma must be removed as a president, but there's nothing that is going to happen. Zuma uhlele enkandla. He's looking after his cattle in Nkandla because of the EFF. Sathi hayi abantwana in universities mabathole imfundo yamahala bathi hayi ngiyagula ngeke iyenzeke lento bathi uZuma athi hayi laba basebenza ne-CIA bafuna free education bathi i-America ne-Britain will never give them free education. Today the EFF has registered more than 100,000 students free of charge in the universities. But hayi bathi bafuna umhlaba ngeke yenzeke. Amabhunu bazobulala labafana ngeke bathole umhlaba. Sangene eParliament sathi umhlaba siyawufuna. IParliament yavuma yathi let's expropriate land without compensation. Yeah. After they elected Ramaphosa, but hayi i-opposition is irrelevant. Uyangena Ramaphosa bathi uBuffalo kanti hayi lo hayi-Buffalo i-sardines le. What Buffalo? There's no, oh, maybe they refer to his beauty that he's beautiful like Buffalo, I don't know. But if they are talking strength, Ramaphosa is equivalent to sardines. Ramaphosa is no threat to the EFF. The EFF, no one can crush it. The EFF is a boomerang. The EFF is something that you can't define. When it comes your way, you must scrape the way or it will crush you to death. They will never defeat the EFF. They will never kill the EFF. They can do whatever they want to do. The EFF is here to stay. The EFF is the government in waiting. The EFF shall restore the dignity of black people because the EFF is the only organization that associates with black people unashamedly. We are fighting for blacks and we will win because no one can defeat a black nation. When we are united as a force, no one can defeat us. Look at the black unity in Parliament when we're voting for expropriation of land without compensation. When the ANC, the EFF, the PAC, the Temba Godis, all of them, the black parties came together. The DA is still crying today. Why? They were defeated by black unity. And black unity does not mean unity of wrong things. There is no unity in corruption. We have got no tolerance for corruption, whether it's done by a black person or not. When you steal from black people as a black person, you cease to be a black person. You are a non-white person. You are something in between. We don't know who you are. Like Zuma is not black. Like Ramaphosa is not black. They are non-white. They are not black. Because no black person kills another black person. No black person goes and rape other people. No black person goes and exploit other people. A black person is a caring person inspired by African spirit inside, which is Ubuntu. Moto ke moto kamatu. That's who we are. If you kill people, you are not black. If you steal, you are not black. If you hate white people, you are not black. For because we do not hate white people, we are disagreeing with them. And disagreement is not hatred. My conscience is clear. I've got no hatred for white people. I've got the fundamental differences with them. the way they are handling the affairs in South Africa is not right. They have to change. And we don't have to justify that. If you don't pass at school, you are not black. If you eat nyaupe, you are not black. If you are an alcoholic, you are not black. For because black people are dignified people who respect themselves. If you go around peeing on the streets, you are not black. Because black people will look for a hidden place and sort themselves out. Why? Because they are dignified people. Blackness means self-love. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you have no reason to be in the EFF. Because here in the EFF, even when we don't have houses, even when we don't have water, even when our children go to school without shoes, we have self-love. We will never surrender to whiteness. We will never surrender to food parcels. We will never surrender to t-shirts. We will never surrender to social grants because we have self-love. When you take food parcel, it doesn't mean you don't love yourself. You love yourself. But don't take food parcels and follow fools into the ANC. Then you lack self-love. When you get a social grant, don't take a social grant and follow fools into the ANC. You must say, I'm taking this social grant because it's my money. It's not an ANC money. I don't want to back the ANC. It's your money. Plus it's too little. When we take over, we're going to increase it. We double it. Because it's your money. Fellow fighters, let us unite and join the movement against the increase of VAT. We don't want an increase of VAT because it is going to be too much on the poor. The poor cannot survive as things are now with 14% VAT. Imagine 15%. They give you social grants. They say you are poor. After giving you social grants, they come at night, they steal that social grant through VAT. VAT must fall. We don't want an increased VAT in South Africa. We want corporate tax increased. We want the collection of tax from big companies increased, because these big companies are stealing money in South Africa and they are putting it outside South Africa. We must go and fetch our money from big companies, not from poor people. Fellow South Africans, the future looks bright. The EFF has arrived. The EFF is unstoppable. Black people, prepare yourself. You must start exercising. We are going to work the land now. We need strong people to work the land now. The land is coming to Ermelo. The people of Ermelo will have their land. We want to find you strong. We want to find you prepared. We want to find you ready to work the land. We will not leave you with the land alone. We are going to give you the implements. We are going to give you tractors. We are going to give you the seeds. We are going to give you financial skills on how to manage the finances from a successful farm. The land is coming. Stop complaining and saying it looks like our ancestors have abandoned us. There is no ancestor who has abandoned you. You will abandon yourself through laziness. Come and occupy the picket line. Come to the EFF and say, enough is enough. We want our land now. We cannot postpone it anymore. The Constitutional Review Committee is going to have 30 meetings in South Africa. You must go to those meetings. You must tell members of parliament that we don't know why you are here. You are wasting our time. go back and change the constitution and take our land and give it to the people of South Africa. Yeah, the future is land. Without land, we are doomed. Some of you say, hi, hey Malema, what's going to happen? These people are going to leave. China has got its own land. They are not leaving China. They are entering China. Zimbabwe has got its own land. They are going back to Zimbabwe. They are not leaving Zimbabwe. So, the Zimbabweans, if they make a mistake of returning the land back to these people, then they will have themselves to blame. Then they will have Mnangagwa to blame. Mnangagwa, don't make a mistake of returning the land back to the white settlers. When they come to Zimbabwe, they must be given a piece of land. Majority of land in Zimbabwe must be owned by indigenous people of Zimbabwe and not politicians, people of Zimbabwe. Because politicians are not people of Zimbabwe, not ZANU-PF connection, but the people of Zimbabwe must own the land and benefit the land. The struggle for economic emancipation so that we realize human rights is starts here in Southern Africa. It will move from Southern Africa to up the north so that the whole of Africa is totally liberated. Africans themselves must own their economy. Africans themselves must own their land. Nigeria, Congo, everywhere, Ghana, let Africans own their land. Once they own their land in Mozambique, in Malawi, in Zambia, once they own their economy, you will no longer complain about Zimbabweans here, because they will go back to their country where they will create employment for themselves. So the struggle for the land is not a struggle of South Africa. It doesn't belong to Ermelo, it belongs to Africa. This is where it is starting. If you fail here, the whole of Africa would have failed. That's why the North gave us political freedom. We must give the North economic freedom in our lifetime. Africans everywhere else, we must unite. We've got one enemy. The enemy is those who stole our land and they don't want to return it. Therefore, when we go home, let us educate our people. We don't have human rights. For because we are subhuman, until we have discovered our full humanity, there is nothing to celebrate. Thank you very much. Amanda! Maibuye! Maibuye! Ya Africa! Ya Africa! Thank you very much. Auno makubi siaya siaya no makubi siaya siaya no mabese tubola Vesishaya, Vesibopa, no mavese tubola, Vesishaya, Vesibopa, Kubi, Kubio, Siaya, Siaya, Kubi, Kubio, Siaya, Siaya, no mabese tubola, Besishaya, Besibopa, who left, who right, Yamasa, who left, Kita, Killer. Salame, Hirvatavata, Tamarmo, Asita. Where were you when I'm drunk? Where were you when I'm fit? So far skichi, Emoye, so far skichi, Etati, Bongelaban, Hibagit, Bongelaban, Hibagit, Siltatile, Helagit, Siltatile, Helagit, Kichi, Kichima, Kichima, Sibram Konto, Alaye, Sibram Konto, Alaye, shoot to kill, Kilawa, shoot to kill, Yamaza, kiss the poor, the farmer, kiss the poor, the farmer, brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa, attention.
Manga! Pambili CIC, Pambili! There's a blood donation service outside. We want to thank those fighters who have donated blood because it saves lives. All right, now we're going to close the formal part of our meeting. But before we do that, I'm going to call our... Yeah. Okay, we're going to call those to sing us Azania. Azania. Yes. And then after that, our SG will be giving us a vote of thanks. Komisar Mbuzeni, Dr. Mbuzeni, Dr. Bay. Viva People's Bay, viva! Viva People's Bay, viva!
Batina Galamapuno Haibo Aubasi Tatapi Hawisi Binde Singa Kasogu Tati Afrika Kitina babozile basitatapi haibo anginizo mafaita niyepina yelele mama ausogu tati Afrika mama Gitina baba troli bibaba basitata bastatape isibinde sinkagabo bastatape basnige gubane elele mama Freka From Cape to Cairo, Morocco to Madagascar, away from Cape to Cairo, Morocco to Madagascar, Batilei Azania. Israeleto Solitata Ge EFF away from Cape to Cairo Morocco to Madagascar Aule Iazania Awiazania
izwe lethu solithatha nge-EFF athi le iyazania awuyazania soyithatha ngebhazoka awule iyaza awuyazania soyithatha ngebhazoka.
Hello? Yeah. Yes. Uyangiva na? Yes. Uyangiva na?
Siyabonga kakhulu komkhulu, ogogo, omama, odadewethu, ubafowethu, ney'ngane zethu ezifikile lapha.